Welcome to this week's Fastest Minute in Construction. I'm Nate Beck, Daily Reporter staff writer. Let's dig into the news. Sure, we live in a digital world, but it's still incredible that there hasn't been a paper mill built in America in 20 years. That's about to change in September when Green Bay Packaging breaks ground on a $583 million paper mill that will replace the company's 70-year-old mill in Green Bay. It's the biggest business development project ever in Brown County. Construction of the mill is expected to create about 1,000 construction jobs and 1.5 million man-hours of work before lead contractor Miron Construction wraps up in 2021. Wisconsin officials learned last week that they'd get $67 million more for state road projects from the feds than they'd initially expected. But that windfall left a pretty important question unresolved: how to spend it. The state's Joint Finance Committee voted Thursday to boost spending on local bridge projects, adding $38 million for those projects, which brings the total budget for the state's bridge improvement program to $115 million. The committee voted to send $22 million left over from the feds to rebuilding Interstate 94 near the site of the Foxconn project, which is $15 million less than Governor Scott Walker had asked for. Lastly, it doesn't appear that the building stuff is going to be any less expensive this summer. New numbers from the Bureau of Labor Statistics show that construction materials prices continued to march north in May. Trade groups say tariff fears are driving the increase, but the latest round of numbers, which show the price of construction goods rose 8.8% from last year, don't account for a series of actual tariffs that the U.S. levied on Canada, Mexico, and the EU at the end of May. That's been this week's Punch List. We'll see you next week.